Hey, here I am making my leftover homemade chicken corn noodle soup. So what I do is when I'm at Sam's Club and I get a rotisserie chicken, we usually don't eat the whole thing. Maybe we'll eat a third of it. And then I take that chicken meat that's still remaining and I pull all that off and put it in a container, put it in the refrigerator, and then what's left on the bones and everything else goes in this big pot here. And I've put about, I don't know, a little more than halfway full of water, and I cook that for a whole day. I just boil that all down, cook all the bones and the skin, everything, and whatever meat's remaining on the chicken. And that all boils down real nice, and then I'll strain that and I'll save that stock, and I'll pick out what nice meat is in that, but it's going to be mostly bones and skin and stuff you don't want. But then I'll take that stock the next day and I will add 2 containers of chicken stock. Let me see what I got here. Right there. I'll add 2 of these. Sorry about that. I should have been prepared. I'll add 2 of those to it. Members Mark chicken broth. And I'll add a stalk of celery, and a bag of carrots, medium-sized carrots. So you got that whole, I like them to chop them fairly large, because if you chop them too small, you never see it. It just falls apart. So you got the celery in there. As you can see, I added some mushrooms. I added 2 cans of pieces and stems in there. I'm trying that for the first time this year. And I added 2 quart bags of corn that I froze from over the summer, sweet corn. And I added the meat back in here. I cut it up in fairly small pieces. I don't like huge chunks of chicken. I want to be able to get it on my spoon. But you can see what I did there. And I'm continuing to let that cook. Of course, I added other things, other spices in the process. I added all kinds of stuff. Oh my goodness. It's up to you what you want to put in, but I put a little garlic in there, and of course some parsley flakes, and who knows what's in there. There's probably a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All the spices that are in the cabinet, I put in my broth. And then when it's like this, before I start adding the meat, I taste the broth to see what it needs. And it didn't really need anything. It tasted quite good before I even put the meat in it. So the next step is we have butter noodles that were left over from Christmas dinner, and it's just me and the boys, so we had quite a bit left over, and I'm going to throw them in there, and I just scalded myself nicely. Not that bad, really. That's exaggeration. I got a little hot broth spilled on me. No biggie. But there. And that's where I'm getting my noodles from. So this is made from a leftover chicken, a leftover rotisserie chicken, and some leftover buttered noodles. And all I did was add 3 onions, a bag of medium carrots, and a whole sleeve of celery chopped up in there, some spices, the chicken broth, and some mushrooms. And there you have it. It's looking pretty good. I can't wait to try it. Gonna let it simmer for a little while on medium. Let it simmer a little while on medium. Once that gets back to a boil, I'm gonna let it simmer for a few minutes, and then you know what? I can't wait. I gotta try this now. I'm gonna cheat. Oh my goodness, is that good? Oh, that's delicious. I wish you could be here. Thanks for watching.